second. Easy shot underneath. Josh will step in for 3 and he hits. He'll drive it. He'll put it up from 15. Got it! And the Warriors win!
And we're back at Westview High School. Good to have you along tonight for Game 3 of tonight's triple header. And tonight's game is brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Hyde Auto Body in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center in Honeyville, Topeka Do It Best Hardware, Mast Excavating, Topeka Pharmacy, Topeka Clinic, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, Tiffany's Restaurant, and Freedom Finish Works, all in Topeka. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service and LaGwana. Our bronze sponsors are Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury, Dutch Blessing Floral, and Mold Mob, both in Shipshewana. And Precision Financial Group with offices in Topeka, Shipshewana, and LaGrange. And tonight's third game will feature the Westview boys and the Fairfield Falcons. Westview coming off a loss last week against Central Noble, 43-38. Bring an 8-3 record to the hardwood tonight. They are 5-0 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Fairfield at 4-8, or 1-10 rather. And they are under the second-year head coach, Randy Deschone, in his 24th year of coaching, but in his second year at Fairfield, and has compiled a 272 and 250 loss record. So the Falcons come in at 1-10, and the Warriors are 8-3. We'll be back with more from Westview right after this 30-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Fairfield 1-10 overall and 1-3 in the Northeast Corner Conference. 8-3 Westview and 5-0 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Jamie, normally a really hotly contested ball game with a ton of fans in the bleachers for this rivalry between the neighboring schools, one from Elkhart, of course, Westview and LaGrange County. This year, maybe a little different story. Of course, we don't have any fans, for one thing. And so far, Fairfield's been struggling with just a 1-10 record. Their lone win has come against Hamilton.
The series has definitely seen better games. And now who knows what this game will offer. Typically, over the last 15 or so years, Westview has pretty much dominated this rivalry.
Right.
Unfortunately, some of the key losses were in sectional championship games, so that hurt. But we've had the upper hand for several years overall. Fairfield is down. They have one senior on their roster, several juniors, so they're going to have a lot of players back. Their JV team beat our JV team tonight, so the future is looking up for Fairfield. But at 1-10, they're averaging 42 points a game, and they're giving up 52, which obviously is not good, but it's not terrible considering they're 1-10.
Right.
It means they're playing pretty good defense, and to this point have not shown consistent enough offense to pull games out. Now, can that change tonight? Sure. Westview kind of tends to bring the best out of Fairfield, I think, in a lot of cases. And tonight, I would expect nothing different. So we'll see what happens. Westview, and with that loss to Central Noble, did drop to 9th in the 2A poll. Central Noble is now 13-1, and they are 7th. As far as conference, we're 5-0. East Side is 4-0. They have a 9-2 overall record, so they're playing well. But we're back to conference schedule tonight. We play Fairfield tonight, Garrett tomorrow night, and then before too long we're
next Friday it's East Side.
East Side, Prairie Heights, and West Noble. So we'll round out the schedule soon enough, and it's coming fast and furious now. Certainly, we'd love to win all our conference games and take home that crown outright with our early wins over Churubusco and Central Noble. We have that opportunity. So starts tonight, and for those of you that don't know, there's been a roster change on the team. Drew Litweiler, our leading scorer, is no longer playing, and so the team will have to adjust without him and make up for it. Guys that didn't play as much may play more. There's a few JV players that dressed tonight that we had not seen dress regularly, so we'll see how that goes. But certainly an important midseason change. We'll see how it affects us going forward.
Yeah, there'll definitely be an adjustment to make without Drew Litweiler in there, but we'll see what Westview can do. We've had Evan Litweiler's on the varsity, Wiley Minix, Brady Lehman, Wade Springer, Hunter Porter, and Braden Esch is out with a thumb injury right now, but yeah, we'll see those guys kind of rotate off the JV.
I would think we'll see a lot of that the rest of the season.
Right.
And not just necessarily because we have less experience, but these JV players need to get seasoned.
Exactly. Yeah, they do.
We're losing 4 or 5 seniors off of this year's team for next year, and we're going to need guys that are ready to go.
All right, we're going to meet the starting lineups here very shortly. At least tonight we have the cheerleaders back.
We do.
Seen them, I don't think, this year up to this point.
Nope,
so
we haven't. They were all set to go, I believe, for the Hamilton game that was here, and then the county got moved back to red. And
we have a moment of silence being observed here. And I'm sorry, but I didn't hear what that was for. So the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for Randy Deshone's Fairfield Falcons.
Fairfield actually seems like they have a bigger crowd here than we do.
Yeah, that's sad.
But maybe it's because the other side, we're on the other side. I think there's a few more than we've had in the past.
That could be.
And part of that is the cheerleaders are here, like you mentioned.
Right.
And so the cheerleaders' parents are here, so that helps.
That's true, too. Dalton Kripe, a 5'11 senior, is number 24. Owen Miller, a 6'1 junior, is 34. Number 40 is Anders Revoir, a 6'4 junior. Lincoln Penrose, a 6' sophomore. And I believe there's one more that I might have missed. Anyway, we'll pick him up as they come out on the court. Now for the Westview Warriors. Looking for their 9th win tonight. Ben Burkett will start at one guard. Number 13 is Mason Yoder, 6'2 junior, averaging 12.1 points per game. Lyndon Miller, number 23, averaging 7.5 points per game. And Lucas Miller, a 5'11 senior, averaging 6.5 points per game.
Well, on our recent last couple of weeks, we've suffered a disappointing loss to East Noble, beat Hamilton twice, and then lost to Central Noble in a really tight game in which Luke, who's our best defender, was lost in the first couple of minutes of that game and did not return. We only lost by a couple of possessions. So I'm really interested to see how we come out tonight. Between those two losses and the loss of a starter and the leading scorer, it's almost like a new beginning out here, and just interested to see how this goes.
We'll see what happens. Fairfield controls the tip. With the ball, Lincoln Penrose, right side. He's a sophomore. Out front, senior Dalton Kripe. Left side pass comes to Lincoln Penrose. Out front, it'll be Owen Miller.
Fairfield typically, well, all teams under Coach DeShone play a pretty deliberate style. They know what they want to do. They don't force bad shots. And
shots taken inside by Lincoln Penrose, and he hits. Yeah, over the years when Coach DeShone was at Jimtown, in Elkhart Central. Let's see, did he coach at Concord?
Yeah, he was at Central. No, he didn't. That was his son that coached at Concord.
That's right. He went to Concord. That's where he graduated from. But anyway, yeah, he's always played that deliberate offense.
And they had some Jimtown teams in the early, mid-2000s, first decade, that were just loaded with talent. And
well, they won the state that year, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They won a state championship, and so he knows how to coach. They're going to be sound defensively, so we're going to have to make plays.
Mason with a jumper, and he hits. Ties up the ball game.
Mason should be back to full health now. You know, he's had a couple 3 weeks of health issues, so good to see him back out there full strength.
Penrose was fouled, not on the shot. It'll be inbounded by Fairfield underneath their own bucket. Yeah, Luke Miller was hit in the eye last game, I guess it was. It was a game before, right? Trying to think.
No, it was Central Noble our last game.
Okay, that's right. He's back, which is good. But, yeah, and then Mason had that concussion, but he seems to be back from that.
Well, we enter a stretch now where we play quite a few games, and so I think as a player you're happy about that. You lost to Central Noble, and then you had 9 days between games.
Right.
It's a lot of practice.
Shot missed by Penrose. Rebound Brady Yoder. You get it to Lyndon Miller, left side of Burkett. Both teams in a man-to-man. Ball stolen by Rivoire, and he takes it down and dunks it, but it's not going to count. There was a foul before the shot.
Whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah. Did he play for Goshen? There was a guy with that same name I thought that played for Goshen.
Anders Rivoire is a 6'4" junior. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, Fairfield inbounding.
Bringing flashbacks of Central Noble right there.
Yeah, no kidding. Ball saved in bounds, but right into the hands of Luke Miller. He'll take it all the way down. Can't get it to go on a layup. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Fairfield as they'll inbound underneath the Westview basket.
He'd have looked diagonally that time. I think he could have got a pass up there to the lead guard, but that's from me from the bird's eye view. Maybe
right.
From his view, that was a bad pass.
A little bit different perspective down on the court.
I think Fairfield's strategy early on is go inside. They have a height advantage, and it looks like that's what they're doing, just working it around. Good defense by Brady that time.
Brady right there. Good backdoor pass to Mason. Good and selfish play as he gives it off to Luke Miller, and Luke puts it in. Good ball movement by the Warriors. Driving and putting it up was Rivoire, and he is fouled. That's going to go against Luke, his first.
Fairfield looks like they're pushing the ball off of made baskets, which is kind of a Northwood thing. But when you're struggling offensively, as they have done much of the year, you want to push it and try to get some easy shots before the defense gets set.
Rivoire hits his first, and he hits them both. They're biggest player on the court, 6'4". Burkett across the timeline. Goes left side of Mason. Into Linden. Now Brady with a three, and it's off the mark. Chased down by Linden in the corner. Tries to save it in bounds. He does to Brady. Out of Luke. Back to Brady. He'll drive it all the way to the basket. Put it up, and he misses, but a foul's called. And that's going to go against Dalton Kripe. That'll be his first.
Good save that time by Linden. And, one thing I'm seeing early on, it looks like we're spread out a little more, and the driving lanes are a little more open for us, which is why Brady took advantage of it right there.
Brady missed that free throw. He'll get another one. And this one goes. 5-4 Westview, 4:35 to go first quarter. The ball is Penrose. He'll get it out front now to Dalton Kripe. Right side to Revoir, now on the wing to Penrose. Down low on the baseline, Helms. Turnaround jumper's no good. Rebound, Ben Burkett. Warriors in transition. They'll go to Yoder. Bounce pass inside to Lyndon Miller from Luke. Swing it around to Mason. He'll drive it all the way down the baseline, puts it up, misses, but he'll have a 2-shot foul.
Well, I like how we're taking the ball to the basket. You know, he just missed. Brady had just missed an opportunity for a three-point play on the last possession. Good reversal that time. I thought Lyndon had a shot in there, but it would have been tough. We forget up here that it's 6'4" and 6'5" down there.
Yeah,
guarding a
that's true.
6-footer, so it's not necessarily a great shot just because you're close to the basket.
Makes a difference. Kripe picked up his second foul, and Mason hits 1 of 2. Westview with a 2-point lead, 6-4, 4:05 to go first quarter. Nikolai is checked in. Carter Nikolai, 5'11" sophomore. Ball thrown out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on Fairfield. Westview will bring it back up.
We've missed a couple layups. Granted, we got fouled on them, and 2 free throws, or else this could be a little more comfortable margin.
So Fairfield in a 2-3, it looks like.
Yeah, I've been watching. They
reverse layup missed. Revoir got his arms in there. Ball stripped away. Brady gives it to Luke. Back to Brady, and a quick jumper from the baseline left side is good.
Yeah, who wants it?
Hot potato. 8-4 Westview. Cross court to Revoir. He'll take it all the way to the basket. Put it up. Misses the layup. Rebound ricochets back into the hands of Luke Miller. Luke goes to Mason, left side in the corner. Now Burkett. Inside to Luke. Mason. Now Brady for 3. And it's good.
Good pass by Mason that time. He can hit that, but Brady's got a higher percentage, and he knows it.
Timeout on the court. Coach Deschone wants to talk things over with his Falcons, down 11-4. 2:57 to go in this first quarter. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. 11-4 Westview, 2:57 to go first quarter. Fairfield will be inbounding underneath the Westview basket after the timeout. Owen Miller inbounding to Carter Nikolai.
Fairfield going to their flex offense here.
Miller in control. He gives it off up top to Braylon Chupp. Now Nikolai with it, number 10. He'll bounce pass it. Right side to Helms. Three-pointer in the air, short off the front of the rim by Owen Miller, and the rebound, Mason Yoder. Mason all the way, coast to coast, puts it up and scores. 5 for Mason.
Out of that timeout, Jimtown came out in a little bit different offense. And let's see, are they going back to it? Yeah, they're going back to it. It's just a flex where they just screen across in the lane and then pop up. And you got to really fight through screens and talk, or they can get an easy shot out of it. But if you do that, it's a fairly easy offense to defend.
Seems like I've seen this with other
Yeah, he's run that
teams.
forever. In
Yeah.
every team he's coached.
Helms out front to Miller. They'll swing it right side to Nikolai. Nikolai gets it inside to Helms, and he's fouled.
Yeah, there we have a, see what's Brady listed at.
5'9".
Guarding a 6'5".
And he's picked up his second foul of the night. Fairfield will inbound. Nikolai will trigger it in for Fairfield. He bounce passes it down low to Murray. His turnaround jumper is partially blocked. Westview comes up with the ball. Luke Miller.
Caleb held his ground that time.
Takes it all the way down. Good fake by Luke. Like he was going to pass up, but he took it right to the basket. Westview up 11, 15-4. Nikolai bounce passes it to Braden Helms.
I think there's a concentrated effort to push the ball by us after we rebound. We're beating them down the floor almost every time.
Yeah, we are. Chupp, 3, good. Braylon Chupp, 6'1" junior. First 3 of the night for Fairfield. 15-7, Westview. Lyndon Miller.
Mason's going to have to take that shot eventually if they're going to leave him that open. But for now, we're getting other shots, so it doesn't matter as much.
Mason gets it back out front out of Luke. Ben Burkett. Caleb Corey finding position down low.
Looks like we'll probably, well, maybe we won't go for one. We're running a set here. We didn't run that very well.
Luke is double teamed, and we have a foul. A reach-in foul is going to be called on Fairfield. That's going to be on Carter Nikolai, the 5'11" sophomore.
We've run a couple of sets this first quarter, but they're really disjointed and not crisp. And when you do it that way, you typically don't get a good shot off of it, which we haven't.
15 seconds. Burkett holding now, puts it on the floor. He'll get it to Luke Miller. 5 seconds. Burkett, we're not going to get a shot off. Burkett does, and it's short, no good. We played 8 minutes here at Westview in the boys game, and our score, Westview 15, Fairfield 7. Back with second quarter action right after this 60-second timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Oh my gosh.
We're back.
Hey, we're back at Westview, 15-7 Westview after the first quarter. Both teams out of the huddle. Westview will inbound to begin the second quarter. Linda gets it into Ben. Caleb Corey remains in the ball game. Luke to Linden. Now to Mason. Mason takes it down the baseline. Jumper. No good. Knocked out of bounds by a couple of Warriors. I think Caleb and Luke were both in there. So it'll be a Fairfield ball. Tyson Fry coming in for the first time tonight. He's just a freshman, 6'2" freshman.
Well, at Fairfield, they have a lot of players in the program. That's a good sign. And, you know, if they work hard and develop their skills, they should be a lot better next year.
Fry bounce passes it up top. That's Helms. He unloads it to Murray, and we've got an offensive foul underneath. Didn't see what happened, but
I think they called Fry.
They did whistle him for the foul, yes.
Yeah, aforementioned freshman, and he was setting a screen, and then he just kind of held it, so to speak.
Yeah. Luke Miller at the free throw line gives it to Caleb Corey. Bounce pass down low on the baseline to Linden. Can't find a shot there. They'll get it back out front to Burkett.
We did a good job of going inside out that time, but
Luke Miller shots off the mark. Loose on the floor, nobody wanted it, so Luke picked it up and he put it back in after the second try. Wow, what, 3 Falcons were staring at it, and Luke said, okay, I'll take it. Carter, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, a lot of our layups have been altered tonight, and their height, I think, has something to do with their length, but we're finding ways.
Murray right side to Nikolai. Out front it'll come to Fry. They'll swing it around to Murray.
I think if they try a few more of those top of the key passes, we're going to get a steal out of it.
Nikolai's shot from the right side is good for a 3. Second 3 of the evening for Fairfield, and they've cut the Warrior lead down to 7, 17-10. Well, you mentioned before we went on, Jamie, Fairfield's been involved in, they haven't been just blown away this year. They've had close ball games for the most part.
Right. And, they've hit some key threes to keep themselves in it. They're not taking wild shots.
Shot missed by Mason. Westview retains possession on the offensive rebound. Now Mason drives toward the basket. Misses, but he's fouled on his way in.
Yeah, Mason saw when he got the ball in that reversal, he saw no one under the basket. As soon as he started his move, 50, what's his name? Fry. He moved over, but it was a little bit too late. And
Burkett inbounding. Swing it back out front now, top of the circle to Mason, and now Burkett. Lyndon Miller. Mason drives, gets it to Burkett for 3, and he's no good.
It looked good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I'm ready to call it. Good save by Lyndon from the ball going out of bounds.
Yeah, one thing that's definitely helping, we're getting a lot of offensive rebounds.
We are, and like you mentioned, we're outsized. Luke fakes the shot. He'll drive the baseline right around the big guys. Oh, we can't get it to drop. Helms with a rebound. Missed a couple of those bunnies underneath.
Yeah, we've missed a lot of bunnies.
Westview with 4 offensive rebounds this quarter. We're not even halfway through. 5 total for the ball game. Braylon Chupp out front. It'll go to Fry. Fry goes right side with it to Murray. Ball knocked out of bounds. Referee almost lost his footing and wiped out down there. Fairfield will have it out of bounds. Brady back into the ball game as Ben Burkett will get a respite.
We have some of the Fairfield's offensive outputs this year: 33, 29, 33, 33, 34, 30. They're on pace for about that right now.
Wow. (17-10). Westview, 4:20 to go, first half. With the ball is Penrose. And we had some contact underneath the basket. Foul's going to go against Caleb Corey, I believe, the big guy. His first. Once again, Fairfield will bring it in underneath their own basket, this time off to the left. Carter Nikolai will inbound for Fairfield. Gets it into Revoir. Fakes the shot. Bounce passes down low to Fry. They'll swing it back out front on a pass to Nikolai. He'll shoot it over right side of Revoir. Now Penrose drives it into the paint, has it knocked away into the hands of Luke Miller. Luke all the way down to Mason. Shot taken too quickly there and missed. Rebound again for Westview on the offensive boards. Driving is Linden, fakes, puts it up and in.
Fairfield's going to be seeing those twins in their dreams tonight, I think.
I think so.
Extra offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they've shared all the offensive rebounds the Twins have tonight, Linden and Luke. 6 for them, and they're pretty much split down the middle. Linden with 4, and I guess Luke with 2. Nikolai inbounding. He gets it into Revoir, and he puts it up off the glass and good. Back to a 7-point lead for Westview. It's 19-12.
I'd like see Caleb go down there on the block and throw it in there. Caleb's a good passer out of the post, and he can also give us some offense down there.
We're going to see that before the season's over, I think.
Yeah, he's a good shooter. Good shooter, definitely mid-range game, 15 to 17 feet.
Linden takes a 3, and that's going to be off the front of the rim. Revoir with a rebound. Brings it up. Fakes the shot, gives out to Fry. Fry trying to make the move on Corey. Can't do it. 2.5 minutes to go, first half. Westview with a 7-point lead at 19-12. Through the hands of Revoir from Nikolai. Westview on the steal. All the way down. Mason puts it in. Another timeout called by Fairfield with 2:16 to go. First half, 21-12 Westview. We'll be back with more right after this 30-second break.
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250.
We're back at Westview. Randy DeShone finishing up his conversation with his team, the Fairfield Falcons. Westview already out on the court, awaiting the Falcons' arrival. Owen Miller will bring it in for Fairfield underneath the Westview basket.
Thad Hardy emailed in and said, we've missed the Bunnies, but only by a hair.
That's Thad Hart.
Thad, we miss you, man.
Yeah, we do.
We need you here singing. I thought of you the other day. I was in a department store somewhere, and I heard Sweet Caroline come on. It's like, hey.
Every time I hear that, I think of Thad. Nikolai with another 3 from the corner left side this time.
Just when you start to pull away from Fairfield, they hit a 3.
21-15, back to a 6-point lead for Westview. Backdoor screen shot, or got too far underneath, and Mason tried to save it off the body of one of the Fairfield Falcons, tried to knock it off their body, go out of bounds, but didn't work out. Right idea, but just...
Yeah, we came out with a set play, but it wasn't, something didn't get run right. It wasn't there. So at that point, the passer needs to not continue.
Make the adjustment. Penrose, or rather Revoir, bounce passes it down low to Helms. Helms tries to save it, goes right into the hands of Brady Yoder. He tries to get a pass inside to Luke. Can't thread the needle, but it bounces right back to Westview. Linden picks up his dribble, has it booted down court into the Westview cheerleaders.
I thought the first one was a kick, too.
Yeah, it did appear that way, didn't it?
Sometimes, though, if you just throw it off their leg and it's not intentional, well, not sometimes. If it's not intentional, it doesn't count.
Mason Yoder to Brady, now Linden for 3. And he hits!
Yeah, he had that in rhythm a little better than he did last time.
Right, he looked comfortable on that one, no doubt. 24-15, Westview's opened up a 9-point lead now. Penrose with it on the wing, 35 seconds to go, first half. Revoir gets it out front to Nikolai, and Fairfield will be content to take the last shot of the half here. Nikolai with a bounce pass to Revoir.
Well, if the DeShone type of offense, it's always a team you want to be ahead of them. If they get ahead by a certain amount, they play this spread them out, slow it down style, and it's hard to come back.
Down the lane as Revoir misses a shot, goes out of bounds, last touch by Westview, so Fairfield will have it underneath their own basket with 3 ticks on the clock here in the half.
I'd like to see somebody step up for Westview and take a charge right there.
Dalton Kripe back into the ball game. Kripe comes in. He has 2 fouls, and now Randy Deshawn saw something he didn't like or wants to talk this play over with his team.
That's got to be a full. I don't think they have the 30s left.
I don't think so. Well, it is a 30. We'll keep it here. Just 3 seconds to go in the half. Westview up 24-15. Earlier tonight, the JV was defeated, our Westview JV was defeated by Fairfield 38-33. And the girls in the second game tonight were defeated by Fairfield 48-13. So the Warriors boys team will try to turn things around, get a win for the Warriors before this night's over.
Well, Deshawn must think this is a really important possession. He wouldn't waste his 3rd timeout.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
In a relatively close game, you might need those later.
We'll see what happens here as inbounding will be Kripe. Just came into the ball game, throws it right to Mason. So I don't think that timeout worked out very well.
No, probably not what he drew up.
Wow. 24-15 after 16 minutes of basketball here in the boys game. Westview leading Fairfield. We'll be back with halftime stats and scoring with Jamie and Dan right after this 2-minute timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Services. Fruit May provides pre-planning, traditional funeral services, traditional cremations, and simple cremations, as well as monument sales. Call to discuss your needs with a knowledgeable funeral director, Lowell or Brian May, licensed funeral directors who will help you honor the cherished memory of your departed loved one. Call 260-463-3131 or visit their website at fruitmayfuneralhome.com.
And let's take a look at the stats for the game. 24-15 at halftime, was 15-7 after one quarter. Westview outscored them, 9-8 in the second quarter. So pretty tight second quarter. Just when Westview seems to be ready to pull ahead, Fairfield calls a timeout or hits a 3. So that's kept them in the game. For Fairfield, Carter Nikolai has 6 points on 2 3-pointers. He's kind of what's kept him in the game. Anders Ravar, a 6'4" junior, has 4 points, a field goal, and 2 free throws. 6-foot sophomore Lincoln Penrose has a field goal for 2. And 6'1" junior Braylon Chupp hit a 3-pointer also. So 3 threes for Fairfield in the first half. For Westview, only 4 players scored, really even scoring. Mason Yoder actually leads us tonight with 7 points. He's got 3 field goals and a free throw. Lyndon Miller has 5 points, a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Luke Miller has 6 on 3 field goals. And Brady Yoder has a 3, a 2, and a 1 for a total of 6 points. So Westview has had 4 players score, 7, 5, 6, and 6. So very balanced. We played 6 players. I think Caleb played almost all of that second quarter, and certainly helped clog things up on the inside for Fairfield, but did not reach the scoring column yet. Any further stats there, Dan? I think our offensive rebounds has to be a big reason why we're ahead.
Yeah, I show that we have 6 offensive boards. You guys talked about that during the game. I have Lyndon down with 4 and Luke with 2. And I think 2 of Lyndon's, he went flying out of bounds to get the rebound, and he twisted in the air and found someone to throw it back to.
Right, I remember those.
Yeah, so 2 of those were, and Luke had got his 2 right in a row. He missed underneath and got the shot back, got it back and shot and missed again. And
definitely.
So yeah, the Miller twins have really been doing well with that. Overall, I do show us with an 11-6 rebounding advantage. If you look at the shooting percentages, we're at 48% from the field. They're only at 45.5. But the big difference is we've taken 21 shots, they've taken 11. So they just haven't got very many shots. In fact, in the second period, I show them taking 4 shots, and they made 3 of them. They were 2 for 2 from 3-point range and 1 of 2 inside the arc. So that certainly helps your percentages. Doesn't really help your score totals when you don't take more shots than that, though. We took 21 shots overall. We're 2 of 6 from 3-point range and a little over 50%, 8 of 15 from inside the arc. So yeah, it's been a pretty deliberate game. We have 3 turnovers, they have 9, and so that will also account for a number of how some of their offensive sets ended.
Yeah, when you have a 10-shot discrepancy, just look at the turnovers and offensive rebounds.
Yeah,
and that's the difference in the game. They're out shooting, or they're shooting a decent amount, like you said, percentage-wise. They know what shots they want, and when you're a little bit limited offensively like they are, they're not going to take that many. With their slower style, it's going to frequently be that. So if they have a playmaker and don't turn the ball over, they're tough to beat.
So are you saying that based on what they've been scoring, if we score about 10 more points, we should be good?
I won't say a thing.
Yeah, this would be the night when all of a sudden they start hitting all kinds of threes or something.
Well, that, and I thought the other night against Central Noble it was going to break out and be an offensive.
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that. The second half just died.
We held a siege in scoreless and still lost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, our offense just tanked. Early in the year, we were scoring at a much higher clip than we are now. It was more fast-paced, up and down the floor. And I think some of the scouting from other teams has caught up. They know who to guard. They know who not to necessarily play tight on out top. And so our guys have to adjust to that. And I think our coach, Bentley, I think his comfort zone is lower scoring games anyhow. That's his history with Angola for over many years, and that's not necessarily Westview's comfort game, but comfort zone. But
not as fun to watch, I don't think.
It isn't, and ultimately you want to win, but I think it's not like we've been slowing it down out there. We've missed many layups, or we'd be up, 15 points right now.
Yeah. So. I just totally forgot what I was going to say. I had something great to say, but
I'm sure it'll pop back up in that hamster wheel that's going 100 miles an hour in that head.
Yeah, I was going to say. So actually, the Falcons have only taken 4 3-point attempts, and they've made 3 of them. So I mean, that's really what's keeping them in the game. There's 9 of their 15 points on those 4 shots.
I know, that's where defensively we're doing great. You hold the team to 15 points. I mean, what more could you want? We just got to score a little more. So I predict we'll score more this half. If I'm wrong this half, we're done with predictions. But like I said, we're playing, with a little different group, and sometimes it takes a little while to relax and settle into your roles.
All right, we're at halftime, 24-15, Westview leading Fairfield. Fairfield out of their locker room. Ed Bentley still has his crew in the locker room giving them instructions for the second half. So we'll take another break here. We'll be back with the start of half number 2 right after this 60-second timeout.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my...
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Dan Byler back with you at Westview High School. We're at halftime of the third game of the day. The JV teams went at it in the first games this afternoon, beginning at 4:30 from Westview. And now and then the girls played. Now the boys are at it.
Well, I think it's important that we come out and set a tone here earlier. And by that I mean get out and let's get some baskets and lengthen this lead a little bit. If you let Fairfield hang around, hit a couple threes, into the fourth quarter, 4 or 5 point lead, things could get interesting.
Fairfield has it first to begin the second half. With the ball's Dalton Kripe. Bounce passes it to Revoir. Takes it down to the baseline. Looking for help. Bounce passes it out front to Owen Miller. He'll get it to Dalton Kripe. With the ball now, Penrose. He gets it inside. Wide open. Almost missed the shot was Owen Miller. But he got it to go. 24-17, 7-point lead. Westview with the basketball and the lead. Westview with their original starters on the court. The Miller twins, Lyndon and Luke. Brady Yoder, Mason Yoder, and Ben Burkett. And it looks likewise for Fairfield. Mason drives, puts it up, scores off the right side.
Both teams running exactly what they want to get what they want.
9 for Mason. Good steal by Lyndon Miller.
Usually it takes Luke and Lyndon a couple of possessions to figure out the passing, and then they're going to get a steal.
Brady, a quick three is off the mark.
That would have been big.
Yeah, that would have really gotten us some momentum, I think. 9-point lead for Westview. Kripe with it, goes left side on the pass to Penrose. Penrose gets a screen. He'll drive it, put it up off the glass, and got it to go. Mason again on a drive. He pulls out this time, gives it to Ben Burkett. Now to Luke Miller. Stolen away by Revoir, but he knocks it out of bounds. So Brady will inbound. Ben Burkett goes left side to Luke Miller. Now to Brady. Brady has it knocked loose, but regains possession. Now to Burkett.
Fairfield's really doing a good job of challenging the passes this half. Our reversals are tougher.
Yeah, they've toughened their defense up, no doubt about that. Pass inside to Brady. Good job. Good quick shot and a good quick pass by Lyndon.
Yeah, with his offhand. That's a tough.
That's right, yeah. Penrose tries to lob it in to Revoir, the big guy, Revoir, and he's knocked away. Mason Yoder.
That could possibly be one of the worst lob passes I've ever seen.
Luke to Ben, now to Linden. And we have a whistle, and what happened here?
It's like an illegal screen.
Yeah, it looked like it on Brady. That'll be his third. First team foul for either team in this quarter. Brady's third. Fourth turnover of the ball game for Westview. Ball knocked out of bounds by Luke. Braylon Chupp has entered the contest, number 44 for Fairfield. Dalton Kripe bounce passes it right side to Chupp. Swinging around left side, Penrose. Backdoor again, and it's good. Back screen to Owen Miller. Didn't see it coming. Brady Yoder drives the baseline. Reverse layup is good. 30-21, Westview by 9.
We do a good job of answering their baskets, but it'd be nice to put a little distance.
Good job by Mason.
Good steal by Mason that time.
Yep. He'll take it down the lane, give off to Burkett, and we have a charging foul as Mason momentum took him right into the Fairfield defender, Dalton Kripe. Mason picks up the foul.
We're close.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting. Yeah. We've had this nine-ish point lead forever, and there we had it again, and
it's going back and forth.
Deshaun has stopped a couple of our runs with timeouts, but he can't keep doing that forever because he's almost out.
Yeah, what do you have? 4 timeouts in that first
I think
half?
3.
Okay. Driving a shot. It's no good by Lincoln Penrose. Brady Yoder brings it down, goes to Burkett.
Our help side defense that time was late, but we got away with it.
Mason with a 3. He misses. Good offensive rebound by Linden. Tipped around, finally corralled by Fairfield's Miller. Kripe with it. He goes back to Owen Miller. Now right side to go to Penrose. He'll cross-court it over to Chupp. Miller. Inside pass comes to Helms. Helms has it knocked away, regains possession, gives it to Miller. Miller to Kripe. Three in the air by Miller is no good. Rebound Ben Burkett. And Lyndon Miller got hit underneath. It's a little slow in getting up. He gets it though. Pounce pass to his brother Luke underneath, but Lyndon gets called for the traveling violation.
I'd have to look at that again. I thought he pivoted pretty nicely, but maybe he took an extra step there.
I didn't see it, but I didn't see this extra step, and I think Coach Bentley didn't either.
What I noticed is how quick he suddenly became when he had the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
After the injury, dragging down the court, get the ball. Suddenly you're okay.
Yeah, right.
Fairfield's really trying to push it inside. They're really running their offense really within a 15-foot box down there. And that's not going to give you many opportunities, but you also have to fight through a lot of screens, and eventually somebody's not going to talk or they're going to get picked off and they're going to get a shot. And at 6'5", it's fairly easy for him to get a shot off down there.
Good hands by Corey. Caleb Corey to knock it out of the hands of the Falcon. Goes out of bounds, so Fairfield re-inbounded. Carter Nikolai with it. He'll give it to Penrose. Elbow left side. Now they go to Nikolai. Almost threw it away. Intended for Penrose and corralled it. Turnaround jumper, and we have a foul. What's going to go against Lyndon Miller, and that'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Braden Helms.
Yeah, I think we got them to take a shot that we wanted them to take. Caleb had good position, and he's got a long reach to shoot over, but Lyndon tried to help out there and whacked him on the arm.
It's the first foul on Lyndon tonight. At the free throw line, Braden Helms, a 6'5" junior, and he hits.
Well, I'm still waiting for that offensive explosion.
Yeah, is it going to happen? Helms hits them both.
It was 30-21 for a long time. I don't know how many minutes, but it seemed like many possessions.
Well, we're already inside 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Still a 7-point lead. That's been the popular lead tonight, it seems like. It's been 7 and 9. And good drive by Mason.
We do a great job of answering their baskets. We just can't, we can't put two in a row together.
No, we can't.
Yeah, Dan just says it's the 7th time we've had a 9-point lead.
So I guess 9 is the popular number, not 7. Like Dan said, in between at 7. He's right. Yeah.
Let's see if we can hit 11 this time.
Got a chance, 32-23, 1 minute, 20 seconds to go, third quarter.
Looks like we're setting something up to run here.
Burkett hits Mason. Mason tries to get it back to Burkett, stolen by Nikolai. He's got a breakaway layup, but he misses. Battle for the rebound, and a traveling violation is going to be called on Lincoln Penrose, who skied for that rebound. Could have gotten called for a foul going up over the back of Caleb Corey.
Again, that set on this end of the floor was very sloppy, and we didn't get anything, turned it over. We've got to run our offense much more crisply.
Burkett to Luke Miller. He tries to drive on Chop. He does. Has it batted away. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. Misses, but Luke is going to have a couple of free throws coming his way. Foul underneath goes against Carter Nikolai. That's his second.
Many possessions tonight, our best offense is just drive to the basket, and if you don't make it, just keep going after it.
Spins out, no good.
We're just determined to keep it at 9, aren't we?
Yeah. Don't blow it. Luke with 3 offensive boards and his brother Lyndon 5. And his second free throw is good.
Up to 10. Here's another lob.
Oh, good block by Lyndon. He was ready. 40 seconds. Ben Burkett. Mason drives, dishes it off underneath the Caleb. Quick shot is good by Caleb Corey. His first 2 tonight.
Nice job of Caleb of not bringing that ball down. Just keep it high and keep your advantage.
12-point lead now for Westview. 20 seconds to go, third quarter. And stumbling and falling, and Mason has the breakaway layup. He puts it up and in.
Well, that's somewhat of an explosion. 6 straight points.
That's right, 37-23.
7 straight points.
14-point lead for Westview. 3 seconds to go. Nikolai turnaround jumper is going to be no good. And that brings it in to the third quarter player at Westview. Westview leads it 37-23 over Fairfield. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter tonight right after this 60-second timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Westview led after one, 15-7. Went into the halftime locker room with a 24-15 lead and outscored the Falcons that quarter 13-8. And Westview begins the fourth quarter with a 37-23 lead.
Yeah, and a 7-0 spurt there at the end of the quarter.
Right. Linden underneath is double teamed, ball's knocked away, but right back into the hands of Luke Miller.
I don't know how he got that.
I don't either.
3 players.
I know, he's triple teamed, wasn't he? Linden now to Luke. Backdoor to Linden, he'll put it up, no good, but he's fouled.
Fairfield has come out again at the beginning of every quarter. They're like a lot of teams we see. At the beginning of the quarter, they're D'ing up, they're in your face, they're moving their feet well, they're deflecting passes, and then, you know, as the quarter goes on, sometimes that intensity dies off a little.
Linden rolls it in off on the front of the rim, over the front of the rim. His first free throw tonight to go along with a 3 and a 2 from the field. So he has 6. Chuck comes out. Back into the ball game comes Dalton Kripe, number 24. Luke's going to get a rest. Is Brady awaiting to come out on the court?
Linden gets a rest.
Or Linden.
Yeah,
Linden's
we know what you
coming
meant.
out.
He was coming in for the shooter. That was always, I think, decent incentive to miss the shot if you knew you were going to come out.
You don't want to hurt your free throw percentage, though. Though our free throw percentage this year hasn't been as good as a lot of years, I don't think.
No, you're right.
Nikolai's shot is no good. Rebounds fought for and grabbed by Luke. He'll take it down, give it to Mason. Reverse layup is good.
Nice push that time by Luke.
Our offense is starting to click now. We're looking a lot more comfortable down there.
Yeah, we broke that dam a little bit, and we've just relaxed. And Fairfield's also starting to miss some shots they were hitting earlier, and that's led to runouts.
Helms missed the shot. Mason brings it up, gives it to Burkett. Luke Miller, Ben, now Mason. Mason trying to work against Kripe. Gets it to Caleb Corey. They'll swing it around to Brady Yoder. Burkett back to Luke. His shot is good. It's a 2. He had his foot on the line.
That is a 13-0 run so far.
43. Yeah, you're right. 20-point lead now for Westview. 43-23, nearing the 6-minute mark to go in the ball game. Casey Murray with the basketball. He'll get it to Chupp, or Fry rather. Driving was Nikolai. He misses his shot. Rebound. Westview on the break. Wide open. Layup's good by Luke Miller. There comes Fairfield. Kripe. Reverse layup. Just threw it up toward the basket and missed. And now we have a foul on the attempted putback by Braden Helms. He was fouled by, let's see, who was under there? Looked like Corey.
Caleb for it, I think.
Caleb's second. Braden Helms at the free throw line.
That was one of those layup attempts that was so out of control that you couldn't get in position to get a rebound. So that broke our 15-0 run.
With that successful free throw by Helms, he's 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. One more and he hits it. 45-25, Westview with a 20-point lead. 5.5 minutes to go in this one. Tomorrow night we'll be back in action right here at Westview as another Northeast Corner Conference matchup with the Garrett Railroaders. Wide open underneath, Caleb. He'll put it in. Caleb Corey with his 4th point tonight. 47-25, Westview. Ball tipped away by Burkett. Westview leads the conference at 5-0. East Side is 4-0. Central Noble 4-1. Busco 3-1. Trying to keep their record unblemished over this weekend. They can get by this game tonight, which is pretty much in control at this point, up 22 with less than 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, we play an improved Garrett team tomorrow, but one that we should still be the favorite in. And then we have East Side, which is going to be, that'll be a battle.
That'll be a challenge.
They play really hard and they're well coached. And
oh, that game was changed today.
what, East Side?
Yes, it will be just a varsity game. So heads up, it's going to start at 6:30 with the tip-off. We'll go on the air around 6:15 next Friday. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Westview's Burkett to Mason Yoder. He'll put it up off the glass and got it.
Nice finish that time by Mason. That's kind of hard to do flying sideways. I don't know a whole lot about flying up that high, but I just know that angle's a tough angle to put it in.
I've been up in that layer of the sky, I guess, to know. But, I mean, yeah, good body control. Three-pointer in the air, and it's good. Long-range shot by Owen Miller, his first three of the evening. 49-28, Westview with the lead end of basketball. Caleb gets it to Mason, takes it to the baseline. Jumper from there is off the mark, no good. Rebound Nikolai for Fairfield. Dishes off in the corner to Chupp, right back to Nikolai out front. We'll set up a play from there. Kripe, top of the circle. Bounce passes it to Owen Miller. Nikolai now back in the corner to Chupp. Miller takes another three from the corner. This time it's short. Rebound Burkett. Ball goes through the hands of Brady. I saw him looking where he was going to go with the basketball before he hauled it in. Don't see that very often from Brady.
Yeah, we're really starting to get confident at driving to the basket. Last several possessions, we've driven it nicely or pulled up. Or it's good to see.
Drew Miller has come into the ball game for Ben Burkett. Shots up short. Batted around and pulled down by Corey, but there's a foul underneath, and that goes against Mason.
I hesitate to say this, but there's hardly been any fouls in this half. 5-2. Fairfield's only got 2.
Yeah, this game's going pretty fast.
And especially as much as we've driven to the basket, that typically is higher.
That's true. Brock Short has come in, a 5'7" sophomore. He just inbounded it. Chupp with the shot, or Fry, I should say. He misses. Westview the rebound. Brady down to Mason, and I thought he was going to dunk it, but he changed his mind. 19 now for Mason tonight. 49-28 Westview. Underneath ball knocked away by Luke Miller. Good timing on the leap to knock that one away. Saved the basket. Caleb Corey comes out. Into the ball game for Westview is Bucky Lehman. Pass comes into Fry. He'll force it up. Gets it to go, but he's called for traveling before the shot. Tyson Fry, just a freshman.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good aggressive spirit out there. I think he's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too. He might even grow some more. He's only a freshman. He's pretty big. Braden Lehman puts it up and hits.
Good find that time by Luke.
Bucky, his first 2 points of the game. Minute 58 to go. 53-28. Shot up off the glass, no good by Short. Tipped out to Fairfield. Short with it again. He'll go to Noah Mast, who's also come in. Noah's a freshman. 22 is Kyle Hopkins for Fairfield. Try to get it across court to Noah Mast, and it's intercepted by Luke Miller to Brady Yoder. He has it batted away by Fry.
Well, both teams still playing hard, not conceding anything.
That's always good to see. Pass comes in, knocked away, and Fairfield comes up with a steal. With the ball out front is Noah Mast. He'll go to Hopkins. Now we have a foul. It's going to be called on Westview. Minute 14 to go.
That's our 6th. Next one will Fairfield be in the bonus. The only mystery at this point is, will we double their score or not?
Minute 14, we'll see what happens. Shot inside's no good. Don't have that number on my scorebook here. Braden Lehman again, and he hits.
Yeah, he's filling the lane nicely.
Braden with 4 against Lakeland, and now has evened that mark. It's his high for his varsity career. Underneath we have a travel, or no, a foul's going to be called. That one goes against Luke Miller. Luke picks up his 2nd. And that sends Kyle Hopkins to the free throw line, 5'9" junior. Shots up and good for Hopkins. One more. 55-29. And the second one's good as well. Ball comes into Brady. He'll trot it across the timeline as the waning seconds go by here in this ball game. Drew Miller with it, number 21. He'll get it to Brady Yoder. Lehman gets it to Mason. Mason drives the baseline. Gets it to Luke. Back out to Brady. 20 seconds. Drew Miller in the center circle. Looks like Drew's going to be the last man with the basketball. 7 seconds, 5
shoot it
seconds.
if I was him, but.
And that's going to do it. The Westview Warriors with their 9th victory of the year. And they go to 9-3 overall, 6-0 now in the Northeast Corner Conference as they defeat the Fairfield Falcons tonight by a score of 55-30. And we'll be back to wrap things up right after this 2-minute timeout.
What makes this place so special? Community. That's just short, sweet, but it's community. We've got parents that are supportive of schools, they're supportive of their kids, they're supportive of the teachers. And that makes this place really special. I'm not sure that 100% of everybody is going to always agree on that's what's best for kids. But you do what you believe is best for kids. And you do that every day. And you don't have to worry about what are the powers to be going to say, or what's going to happen, or are we going to have a population revolt or something. No. And our results bear it out. I mean, we're right there. We're turning out students that are accomplishing all kinds of stuff. You know, we've never had a low expectation for students here. Winning is a goal. Nobody says, my goal is to finish last. We have good programs in drama. We have great programs in music. We have great programs in being servants for the community. Test-wise, man, we're right on top. We're right on top. in the area, in the state. We're way up there. Whether they go from here into the workforce, whether they go from here into business, whether they go from here to college and graduate school and med school, don't figure we're done. We're not done. We got to go be the best, and that still doesn't end because you can still be a little better. We're on to what matters more, and that's, where do our kids finish? Where do they finish in life? I don't care about the ball game. Where do they finish in life? And I think we're doing a pretty darn good job.
Don't have any scores.
All right, back at Westview, where we just witnessed Westview defeat Fairfield 55-30. And Westview kind of pulled away at the end. It was 15-7 after one. It was 24-15 at halftime. Third quarter ended 37-23, and we ended that quarter scoring the last 7 points, and we just carried that momentum into the fourth. So, you know, we held Fairfield to 7, 8, and 7 in 3 of the quarters. And when you play defense like that, most of the time you're going to win, and then we kind of relaxed and pulled away on offense. Fairfield tonight, Carter Nicolai had 6 points, Kyle Hopkins 2, Braden Helms 4, Owen Miller had 7, Anders Rivar 4, Lincoln Penrose had 4, and Braylon Chupp added 3. So they did not have anybody in double figures. Their high scorer tonight was 7. For Westview, our high scorer tonight was Mason Yoder. He had 7 in the first half, 12 in the second, 9 field goals, 1 free throw, 19 points for Mason tonight. Lyndon Miller had 5 in the first half, 2 in the second, to finish with 7. Luke ended up with 11. Luke Miller had 6 in the first half, 5 in the second. Brady Yoder had 6 in the first half, finished with 10. Caleb Corey added 4, and Bucky Lehman came off the bench late to finish with 4 points as well. So really good overall shooting night. We really went to the basket hard in the second half. We had 2 threes, I think, in the first half, and that's what we ended with. So didn't need them. And Fairfield outshot us from 3, but we had a large advantage, I believe, in turnovers, offensive rebounds, and getting good shots. So all keys to victory, and we'll take that, stamp it, and try to repeat it tomorrow night. And Dan?
Yeah, just not a whole lot to add to what you said. We talked about during the game, you know, we kept going from a 9-point lead to 7-point lead, 9-7. And as you mentioned there, at the end of the third quarter, we finally got a run going. And so, Jamie, you were right. There were more points scored in the second half. It took them a while to get it going, but once they got going, they really rolled there. Overall, we had 24 rebounds. They had 14. That was a big difference. We pulled down 9 offensive boards. That was between the Twins. I'm sorry. Yeah, there was one team offensive board, I guess, where it went out of bounds. But all the rest were pulled down by Lyndon and Luke. So they had a heck of a game. I mean, between them, they scored 18 points. But I think more importantly, they had those offensive boards, and they had a number of steals. I didn't keep track of who had all the steals, but he had a lot of those. And as we talked about at the end of the first half, you know, we had taken 21 shots. They had taken 11. At the end of the game, we'd taken 40 shots, and they'd take 29. So they shot a little more. They got more shots off in the second half, and part of that, I think, happened there in the fourth quarter when he unloaded his bench. Maybe not quite as disciplined, and they were just putting up shots. But they shot very well from the free throw line. They were 7 of 8 from the line. We were 5 of 8, so they did beat us in that category. They beat us from 3-point range, 4 of 9. Shot 44% there. We had 2 of 7, and you were right, Jamie. We made our 2 3-pointers in the first half, but we only tried 1 in the second half. 22 of 33, so we were 67% from inside the arc. They were only 5 of 20, so that's really where the big difference was. We got a lot of points inside, and they didn't. Turnovers was also pretty important. They had 17 turnovers, and I show us with 9, and I know 2 of those were offensive fouls, which count as turnovers in the third period. So, yeah, overall, I mean, we had a little trouble pulling away from them to start with, but I mean, we pushed it out there to that 9-point lead and just lived there for a while, and then finally took off.
Yeah. And one thing, we were able to finish strong, and I think that was important because we did struggle.
Yeah, we did, and I think they just finally relaxed a little bit and just played. Go out there, have fun, be fundamental. I think they knew they were a better team. It just took a while to put them away. So credit Fairfield for hanging in there. They scored 30, about what they were on pace for, and so we didn't give them anything easy. We made them work it, and our talent won out.
It'll be good to have them back in our sectional too. I think that was a good rivalry, and they kind of belong in that sectional.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you could join us tonight. We had 3 games altogether. JV winning or losing to Fairfield in the first game, 38-33. The girls were defeated by Fairfield in game 2 tonight, 48-13. But the boys came back and defeated the Falcons by a score of 55-30. We're glad you could join us tonight. Thanks to our camera operator, Chris Mast, our engineer tonight, Jeremy Anderson. Dan helped us with color commentary as well as stats, and Jamie Miller, our color commentator. Thank you to all of them for their help with the broadcast tonight. Tonight's game was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Height Auto Body in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center in Honeyville, Topeka Do-It Best Hardware, Mast Excavating, Topeka Pharmacy, Topeka Clinic, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, Tiffany's Restaurant, and Freedom Finish Works, all of those located in Topeka. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service and LaGwana. Our bronze sponsors are Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury, Dutch Blessing Floral, and Mold Mob, both in Shipshewana, and Precision Financial Group with offices in Topeka, Shipshewana, and LaGrange. So that'll do it for tonight. Once again, the final score in this final game tonight, 55-30. Westview defeating Fairfield. We'll be back with you tomorrow night right here at Westview as they will host the Garrett Railroaders. And Jamie and I will go on the air right around 7:15 with the varsity contest. Dan will be covering the JV contest tomorrow night, and he'll be going on right around 5:45 with Butch Lehman. So we hope you can join us for those games. Good night, everybody.